as one knows. Anyway, I come from a background of being a painter, and in 2007 I was working on my master's in the UK, and I made an offhand comment to one of the staff people at the university there, and now I'm a printmaker. So I document games of Scrabble that I play. I take that pattern and I apply it onto various media. And in this particular case, I, over the course of the last 2 years, have been accumulating dresses, and specifically wedding dresses for this show. And some of them came to me through various ways. One of them was my own wedding dress. One of them is a friend's wedding dress who was jilted. Another one is a dress of my neighbor whose mother got married in this wedding dress in 1960. There's another dress that I found south of here at some consignment shop, and I wish I knew where I was so that I could go back. But nonetheless, I was able to acquire that one. It was a mess. It had ink and mud all over it. So it took me several months to get it back into any kind of position where I might even begin to print on it. It is not ideal to screen print onto something that is already made. In fact, it's pretty difficult. So I had to get creative about what kind of underpinning I could get underneath, especially these dresses, to get the material flat enough that I could get something that I could depend on when I was printing. And if you're interested, an ironing board with lots of layers works really well. But anyway, so I was thinking in my head about Brides Revisited, because I'm repurposing, and I do repurpose a lot of things in my other part of my art practice. And when I started getting these dresses together, Brides Revisited, Brideshead Revisited, somehow I have never read the book nor seen any of the films, or I guess there was a BBC miniseries about it as well. I thought, okay, Wikipedia, hello. I look it up and I find out that the main protagonist in this is a man who was gay. And I thought, great, 6 dresses, 6 colors on the gay pride flag, I'm in. So each dress represents another segment of that reference. And then each dress is titled with one of the main characters in Brideshead Revisited. That seems to reference part of what that color might mean and also what that character was. And the best example I can give you off the top of my head is the red dress. So of course, red is always about passion and illicit activity. And one of the characters had a mistress and ended up leaving his wife and relocating to Italy with the Cara, which is the name of that dress. So, and I write, technically, it's called senryu. Senryu is the same format as a haiku. The difference is that senryu is non-nature-based. So a lot of the haiku reference words that were played in some of the games. One of the things about Scrabble that I find fascinating is that as a language-based game, we can use words that we don't speak, because it's not common to use You don't walk around saying for example, unless you're in Hawaii, but and they're just other words. And then because I was in England at the time and the partner I was playing with was English, there are differences in what you'll find in the Oxford Dictionary versus the Webster Dictionary. So that also became fascinating to me. But I also thought it's the only way to keep part of that language alive, because we're losing words. I know we get concerned about what species that are going extinct, but our words and our language is also becoming extinct, because the larger a society becomes, the more diluted the language. So, hence all these layers, which are all the taffeta layers of a wedding dress, and I'll leave you with that.